Hi, this is Amanda Freeman. Week 3 discussion. I've been sick for a couple weeks, so excuse the lateness. So when I was watching the videos and going through the readings, what really stuck with me was how much we're still living with the impact of the Civil War. I think a lot of people treat it like it's a very distant part of history, but you could feel it in our everyday lives still, especially when it comes to racism and division and how power works in this country. I see firsthand how some of those systems never really got torn down after the war. They just got renamed or repackaged. Like they stopped calling it slavery, but that control and violence, especially towards Black and indigenous people, it kept going. It just looks different now, and in 2025 we're still having to fight for our normal rights that should have been settled 150 years ago. The part of the video that talked about how long the South took to recover really I could relate to. It made me think about how trauma doesn't really just disappear after the war ends. It gets passed down, and I see that in our Native communities too. How historical trauma still shows up in our families and in our struggles, in the way we're treated. The Civil War may have been in the North and South, but the ripple effects didn't stop there. And when he showed the bullet from the Battle of Shiloh, it was an odd feeling just thinking about how many people were killed by something like that and how brutal it was. I don't think we always think about it and the weight of that kind of loss. It makes you think about the land and the families and the stories that got buried with those people, and how many people were just left there to the elements, as he said in the video. So it made me think about how many of our ancestors never had the chance to really heal, not just from that, but also from like boarding schools and other systemic issues and racism. It also made me think about what this country could have looked like if the outcome had been different. Like if the Confederacy won, would I be here living the same life that we live? Would we have the freedom to speak or to fight for change? I don't think we would have. And even though the North technically won, I don't think we ever fully dealt with the mess underneath it all. We just kept going, hoping that the cracks wouldn't split open again. But still, here we are, still split, and we're still trying to figure out how to be one country when so much pain just got swept under the rug. I guess all of it just made me feel like the war isn't over, and it's not really. We're just in a different chapter of it. And I think I really enjoy how the person giving these lectures, I can't remember his name, how he allows himself to teach. I don't know if that's the correct way of putting it, but he teaches in a way that I can really pay attention and understand and kind of relate. He's not boring, I guess I can say. I enjoy these videos and I look forward to them. So I hope I covered it. Thank you.